So, hello guys, this is Anshuman Rao and welcome back into our brand new video. And this video is gonna be about all the key trade breakdowns that I made in this account. And this account's initial balance was $25,000. Basically, I started this account with $25,000, and now the current balance is sitting at 2,566 $2,566. So in the span of 3 days, trading days, we made around $2,566. And with for complete transparency purposes, I will be showing you the complete journal of my account. And this is all the complete journal. You can see the profitability, the average winning trade, the average losing trade, the total number of trades I made in this whole account was 17. Within 17 trades, I made around $2,500, a little more than $2,500, and average risk to reward ratio, win rate, loss rate, profit factor, and best trade, the worst trade, long won, short won, gross profit, and gross loss. And for more transparency, this is the complete trading statement over here. As you can see, basically this statement is of, I guess, 2 pages. This is a complete trading statement, and if we jump into the analytics, so it was a complete linear growth, and there was no downs, or they were only continuous linear growth. And these are the pairs in which I traded for this account. So USD GPY, GBUSD, XAUSD, XAGUSD, and AUDCAD. So let's jump into the trades which I made. First, let's delete these things. So these are the trial videos. uh, okay, so the first trade video for this account, as you can see, we started off with $25,000 balance and equity. For complete transparency, you can see. And basically you can you can also see my watch list over here. So basically I trade in Euro USD, USD JPY, GBP USD, XAUSD, silver, and AUDCAD. Basically I don't trade much in AUDCAD, but it was there by default. So I also I also traded in AUDCAD, and I generated some profits in that pair. And the whole purpose of taking that trade was because by mistake I opened the pair, and I saw my setup over there in AUDCAD at that perfect time. But I will be explaining you with complete detail further. So in this video, there was nothing much over here. I was just basically analyzing my watch list, the instruments which are present in my watch list. So in this video, I analyzed pretty much everything which is present in my watch list. In second video, as you can see, I executed a trade in silver, and the whole purpose behind this trade was, um, here, as you can see, there is resistance over here, and you know there is a resistance over here, and if you can see here, then the price broke the resistance and closed above the resistance. But now, we get to see a bearish engulfing pattern, and due to which we see that this is a failed auction over here. No doubt there was a clean range on the left hand side, but the thing is, we got a bearish engulfing pattern over here, even after breaking and closing above this resistance. So it's a sign of failed auction, and basically I placed a sell order over here. So as you can see, this is my floating PNL over here, and let's speed up the video. So if we speed, and yeah, you can see that we also, the open candle also closed, and the next candle also is starting to break the low of the previous bearish candle, but it didn't. It rather returned to our entry price. And slowly we are moving into drawdown, as you can see. So this video was until here. In the next video, in the next video, as you can see. So in this next video, we moved into drawdown. As you can see here, we moved into drawdown, and I'm just speeding up the video so that you don't not much of your time is wasted. We moved into drawdown, and I had a pretty small stop loss, but still then it was as if we compare to $25,000, it's still a big stop loss. So we moved into drawdown, and I basically closed this trade with a loss of roughly around $300. So yeah, I closed this trade with $300 loss. So in the next video, as you can see, in the first trade we lost around $300, and this is the next trade over here, which was in USDJPY, and the complete reason behind this trade was, as you can see, there is a clean range over on the left, clean range over here on the left hand side, and I'm just setting up my take profit and stop loss, and you can see that let me jump into the first part of the very first part. As you can see, basically, we are reversing the trend. The trend is kind of reversing in USDJPY, and it's starting to get it's starting to go in a bullish trend, and there is a resistance over here which the market is breaking right now, and it's breaking, and it's continuing with the bullish momentum. So there is also a clean range on the left hand side, so there are high probabilities for the price to keep on pushing upwards. So keeping this in mind, I executed a buy order, and as you can see, we executed the buy order with 10 lots, which is a little bit over position sized, and this is one of my mistakes. So due to this, I also I also partial booked my quantities, which is half of my quantity, which is zero point 0.5 lots. I partial booked, and let me just speed up the video so that not much of your time is wasted. And as you can see, we are pretty much moving in drawdown, and drawdown, yes, drawdown, and you can see it's a very big drawdown, and the drawdown was $430, and I closed my order manually before it hit my stop loss, because the stop loss was of very big amount, and I was unable to handle that amount if we compare to a $25,000 account. And now the balance is around $24,300, which is minus 700 if we consider the initial balance. So till now we took two trades. The first trade was in silver, and second trade was in USDJPY, and we lost around $700. So let's jump into the third trade. So in this third trade, what happened was the third trade was in GBP USD, and what happened here was, as you can see, there is a support over here, and the complete trend of GBP USD was bearish, and there is a small support over here. As you can see, I'm zooming in and showing it to you, and the open candle, the previous candle of the open candle broke this support and closed below the support, and also the open candle broke the previous low of the bearish candle. So this was all the reason, all my tick boxes was met, but one of the tick boxes, I'm just showing you that you can see here there is not much of a clean range, but if we jump into a higher time frames, like this is, as you can see, this is a 30-minute time frame, but if we jump into, for example, 1 hour or 2 hour time frame, then this mess over here gets cleared up, and we get a clean range over here, which denotes that the market has the high probability, there is high probability for the price to cover up the clean range. So if we jump into the bigger time frames, then the range gets cleaned up, but in 30-minute time frame there is a mess over here. So as you can see, the floating PNL over here is we pretty much performed very well in this trade. And in this trade, what happened is we also covered the losses of previous two trades, and also this trade made us this trade took us in positive, brought us basically brought us into a positive territory. So let me just speed up this video for you so that not much of your time is wasted. And as you can see, this trade is around 41 minutes. So it lasted around 41 minutes, and as you can see here, I added 5 more lots. So basically I started off with 11 lots, but as the price moved in my direction, as the price moved in my favor, I added 5 more lots into my position. Yeah, as you can see here, price started moving in my favor, and here I just executed a trade of 5 more lots on the same direction, sell side direction, and I set my stop loss and take profit. And with this, the price started, you basically add to your losers and cut to your you basically add to sorry pardon me you basically add to your winners and you cut to your losers. The If you are winning, you have to add more, and that's how you scale your account. That's how you flip your small accounts into bigger ones. So the price kept on falling, and basically it kept on favoring us. And the floating PNL, as you can see, we are around $900, 900. And we also, the floating PNL also, when it went to $1,200, when the floating PNL went, as you can see here, the floating PNL went to $1,200. And when it went to $1,200, I basically closed all of my trades. So why I closed all of my trades rather than waiting for the price to hit my take profit completely? You know, when the floating PNL, if you are in positive, you should book profit, because there is no guarantee that price might reverse back, and whatever the amount was floating, you won't be able to secure that amount also. So it just turns into a negative. So there is no point in executing you there is no point in trading like that. Basically, floating PNL just keeps on floating in one. At 1 second you are in positive, at 1 second you are negative. So when you are in positive, you should book some profits so that it is healthy for your account. As you can see, we were minus $700, and now we are plus $446 by this single trade itself. So this trade was very, very, it was a very good trade, because this trade also recovered our previous losses, and also we gained, our account came into a positive territory due to this trade. Let's jump into the next trade, which is the AUDCAD. Basically, uh, I don't trade this pair very much. It's a random pair for me, but it was by default in the MetaTrader watch list section. So what I did was, I was just basically, seeing the instruments, and I saw that one of my favorite setups is forming in this pair. So I executed my trade without thinking anything. So you basically, if you see your setup in any of the financial instruments, basically, not any of the financial instruments, basically if you are trading in commodities or forex, and any of the pair, not just your selected pairs, but any of the pairs of forex or commodities, if you are seeing your pair, if you are seeing your what do you say if you are seeing your setup, then you should execute your trade. And you should execute based on the lot size and stuff. You have to keep that in mind, because if you over position size, zero point 0.1 of 0.1 lots in silver is way more different than zero point 0.1 lots in any of the forex pairs. So you have to keep that in mind also. If you are seeing your setup, then you can execute your trades, but you have to keep in mind the position sizing, especially the position sizing criteria. You have to keep that in mind. So what happened here, let me show you that in AUDCAD, as you can see, we have a clean range, very, very clean range over here. and we also have a fat spread over here, which is very much disadvantageous, but not that of the spread is not that big. But the thing is, as you can see, that we had a clean support over here, and the open candle, the previous candle of the open candle, broke and closed below the support. And also the opened candle, what did the opened candle did is it also broke the low of the previous bearish candle. So this was all, and also there was a clean range on the for the price to cover up. And let's just see this trade with the floating PNL. Let me just speed up the video for you. And here also I added 5 more quantities because the price was favoring in my direction. It was going in my direction, so why not to add some more to my winners. As you can see, so price basically started moving and moving and moving. We waited a little bit, and also the open candle broke this the previous low over here also. And when the floating PNL reached around roughly $680, I closed all of my positions. So yeah, this was all for the trade. And as you can see, now the balance is $26,140. So basically from minus $700 to this. So failures doesn't define you. What does define you is how you deal with your failures. So this was the complete so so this was a complete example. This video is a complete example of this. And not only we uh, not only we just stopped in $26,140, we also kept on trading, and we made the balance around $27,566. So basically, there were more trades that I took after that, but those 4 trades were the most important ones. So this was all for the video. Hope you liked it, hope you enjoyed it, and hope you have learned something from this video. And this was all. And Anshuman Rao this side again, signing off. Peace out.